What's good, everybody? If you're a first time viewer of my content in this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Oh, Mr. Tyrone. I just gotta get freaky for you because you love the hoes.
So today, before we go any further into this video, I want to give a special shout out to my girl Z, A to Z TV. You can follow her. This is her Instagram. So she beautifully breaks down the whole issue concerning the whole basis of this particular video that we're about to discuss. There's a snippet that we're about to watch with my girl Z, and she basically goes over, and I'm not going to show the whole video. That would take a lot of time in this video because I also want to put some personal input myself. But in this video, she basically goes over how, the way that these women on TikTok and these toxic women talk about black men is ridiculous.
Y'all refuse to expand your emotional vocabulary. We don't. It's to provide clarity for both us and y'all. Does to be where men provided financially or with schmeat, and we can pay for our own. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men. Black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary because a lot of don't even have the words to express how you're feeling.
What's good, y'all? So when I first seen this video, I was a bit upset, a bit triggered, but a little unsurprised. She is just one of so many black women who throw on this facade, throw on this costume like they are so for empowering black people, bringing our families back together, really opening up and trying to heal our generational curses to justify their own bias, projection, and internalized misandry they really have for black men. And it makes it a bit more sick that she's a therapist, speaking so vile and condescending. If I was one of your black male clients, I would have felt highly offended because you're repeating the same patterns most black women do. As soon as men open up to you, you go back and tell what he's saying. Black men finally going to therapy, and now they're in therapy, and you on the internet telling them, oh, well, y'all need to get it together. You need to get your emotional intelligence. What? That's why I'm here, lady. What are you talking about? If it's not that, then it's you can't comprehend because you're too triggered or insulted by something they said or you thought they said. Or let's be real, you just straight up didn't like what they said, so you rejected it. And then you shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right so that way you can feel like you're correct. It's so funny as so many black women was hyping this video up like, oh yeah, sis, tell them they need therapy. They don't know how to talk. But the black men that do talk, like the late Kevin Samuels, who thoroughly articulated his thoughts, was dragged through the mud by whom? Black women. It really is that you're all for black men as long as they're in alignment with you. As long as their opinions align with yours. Something else we always do as black women. Because now she's flipping the script and saying, oh, well, everybody's attacking the black woman who's helping the community. Oh, me, you can't hold me accountable. Like, that goes back to my point, girl. You should have a higher level of self-awareness. Because anybody with the slightest common sense could see that that video was obviously offensive. Even just looking at some of your other TikToks, it's pretty clear you have some underlying misandry.
I also want to show you a video that I just ran across. I just got on TikTok and I just ran across this video, and we are going to break this video down. And she claims that black men, not just any black men, cis heterosexual black men are the Karens of the black community. Let's get into it.
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save you, but got her.
Y'all love to gaslight me when I tell you cis heterosexual black men are the Karens of the black community. Y'all love to gaslight me when I tell you they're highly privileged in the black community. And this woman is a prime example of this. We live in a society where the feelings of cis heterosexual black men is so protected that we will ignore the harm that they're doing to their own community and ridicule, bash, and ruin the lives of people who are trying to help them and heal them or hold them accountable for the harm they're doing to their own community. I've been making content educating people about the issues in the black community for months. And I've honestly come to the realization that a lot of y'all can't be saved because the minute you're hit with accountability, your feelings get hurt. Instead of you guys looking within so we can help each other and heal, y'all choose to either gaslight, ignore that the issues are there, start bashing the people who are trying to help and protect you. Stop acting surprised when black women give up on you. Y'all have proved day in and day out, no matter how hard we try to help you, you will turn around and ruin our lives because your feelings are hurt. And you will refuse to take accountability. Will continue to engage in this disgusting behavior that's tearing our community down and keeping us so divided. In times where you're supposed to protect black women, the same women who go out on the streets and protest for you, the same women who risk their lives for you, the same women who day in and day out show you they're trying to help you, will turn around and show those same women that you do not give up.
Now, we're going to do what Miss Bree and Miss Barbie didn't do here. We're going to talk about this from a logical and a level-headed perspective. When I went on a Barbie's Life page, I've noticed there's a lot of rhetoric on her platform that concerns black women being at the bottom. Black women are tired. Black women are tired of being independent. Black women this, and this. And she's projecting how she feels about black men in this notion, in this narrative and rhetoric that the men that she keeps running into just aren't qualified for her.
Y'all think Blueface girlfriend is bad? I let a man cheat on me on my birthday. Gave him money to buy the girl he cheated on me with food. Had this man's baby in my stomach and got the alone, paid for the whole thing, and gave him gas money for taking me to the clinic. Trust me.
The same thing's going on for Bree, because Bree is over here talking about how basically there are a lot of dusties out here and that she just haven't found any type of men for her.
Let's think about it. I go to therapy weekly. I journal, I meditate, I shake this ass for the spirits, for the gods, for the universe, to manifest the things that I want in life. However, have not been able to manifest somebody with some common sense.
And I find it also very funny that these same type of women, the most spiritual, got the crystals, they meditate, they talk about all these positive affirmations to the universe, but they spew out more negativity than positivity. Instead of spewing out how they're going to find a good black man and that there are good black men, they go on social media and, mind you, energy transfers. So when you put out energy out there and thousands of people are going to repost it, thousands of people are going to share it, your energy is constantly echoing throughout many different ranges of this world. You don't see the power in that. You spew out more negativity than positivity. Instead of you using your platform to say that there are good black men, despite what I've been through, despite my trauma in my past, there are good black men out there. Instead of using your platform to spew out positivity, to even influence other people to be positive, you don't want to go down that route. These two women have made it evidently known that these women do need to heal from their problems, but they refuse to do so.
People may not agree with my delivery or the things that I'm saying, but a major boundary has been crossed. I'm so passionate in my words because I'm tired of seeing men suffer. I'm tired of seeing you guys endure so much hurt and so much trauma and refusing to do anything about it when you guys have the power to do it. As a clinician, my job is to motivate and empower, and it came across angry and aggressive because as a black woman, I'm also tired of being hurt. I'm tired of being hurt by the very entity that I love the most, which is the black man.
Both of these women are also doing something that I also see that is common with a lot of the other women that I have reviewed and analyzed. They are projecting their emotions and their trauma and their pain on other people. And because of this, they are creating this delusion, an echo chamber with the masses of thousands of women on social media upon a narrative that isn't true, or rather true for them and not true for the masses of black women. And if you have a whole echo chamber of women who continue to victim blame, who continue to project this same type of trauma, this same type of pain without healing, you're going to have a continuous generational curse of delusion. If you continue to project this trauma and this pain on social media, and you continue to say that you can't find a good black man, you continue to say that you can't find any good black man to meet your standards. Every man that you keep running into is a dusty and a bum. You are literally affirming this into your life as you continue to say it over and over again. And you make TikTok after TikTok, after tweet after tweet, after IG posts. And you don't see that you are repetitively saying this. And then wonder why it's manifesting into your life. You're putting your emotions and your focus on the wrong things. I want to go down a different route concerning this basis of this conversation. I'm not going to talk about all the issues that concern losing her job and all she's saying about black. We're just going to deal with the individual, because when we deal with the individual and we look at their background, are they really qualified to stand in front of us and tell us how we should feel about one another? Are they really qualified? This woman Barbie, much love to her, but she has made it evidently known, even personally to me, that she has been through a lot as a person, as a woman, as an individual. She has personally been through a lot. But can you really talk about what men and women should be doing on social media? Spreading awareness. You as a therapist, Miss Bree, you claim a therapist is supposed to help people heal. But how can you help people heal if you haven't healed yourself? You cannot be out here claiming to be a healer, decapitating people with a sword. You can't claim that you can heal people and you haven't healed yourself. I should quote that. You can't. It's not possible. And I never want people to come on my platform and think that I dedicate my platform to shunning anybody, men or women. This is a platform for self-improvement. What are you going to do individually to be the best version of you possible? And that's what I dedicate my platform to being. And I hope that comes across each time that you click on a video and you get the message, because I love to be a voice of reason. I love for people to have a level head perception concerning the basis of certain topics. You can't claim to be a therapist or a spokesperson for black people, and yet y'all haven't went through the necessary healing that is needed in order for you to be that voice for the people. It doesn't work that way. You can't be out here telling women that they need to divest, or that women just need to start looking outside. What is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for you individually? You're willing to give up your own ancestral bloodline just because of a few Negroes in your life? Do you hear yourself?
The men say it too. The men be saying stuff like that.
They wrong too. Now what? They need help too. Now what? Both of y'all are hurt. Now, are you going to take accountability, or are you going to run away like you always do? This is this is beyond me. It's even more ironic that I can sit here and dedicate my platform to self-improvement, and I'm putting in more work than you, miss. You went to school for therapy. You went to school for psychology, and yet I can dedicate my platform to psychological help, to self-improvement, and I can put in more work than you. How does that work, miss? How can I evaluate the issue that you have and give you a solution to your problem before you can? If you are a woman on social media and you have made it evidently known that you've been hurt by people, you've been traumatized by people, and you haven't gotten over that trauma and that healing, and more so you have even personified yourself and created a personality out of that trauma, I need you to take a couple of steps back from social media. I need you to take a couple of steps back, because that is going to cloud your judgment. It has been evidently known that if you have trauma and pain, you cannot cloud or you cannot critically judge somebody or judge a certain situation accurately or validly because of the trauma and the pain that you have been through. Because of the things that you've been through in the past, you're more willing to accuse somebody of something that they haven't done. You're more willing to look at people a certain type of way when they haven't done anything wrong. That right there alone should let you know that you need help. Coming out to the world and telling everybody in the world that you're against your own men is crazy. Just that alone, you should really come down to the conclusion that you need help. And I say that with all the love in the world. Now, you see how I did that. I didn't generalize black women. I dealt with you as an individual. I didn't generalize black women. I didn't call them bees. I didn't call y'all dusties and scrub. I didn't say none of that. I dealt with you as an individual, and I gave you that tough love, but I was sincere. Now, how am I doing your job better than you, Bree? Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video with other people, and like the video, and share your thoughts in the comment section below concerning home has a hand. If you disagree, respectfully disagree. And if you want to share your thoughts and opinions concerning anything that I've said or anything that I've left out, make sure you let that be known in the comment section below. All right. Until next time, I'm Tyrone, and I am out.